their national drink is called Chicha Morada. It is a non-alcoholic sweet drink that's made from the corn, the purple corn juice. Yeah. So
is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good.
Does it taste good with whiskey?
I haven't tried that. Haven't tried it with whiskey, but it's pretty good.
So he wanted to use the same.
Yeah, he wanted to use that
corn.
corn. No, so here's the thing: nobody makes whiskey in South America. You know, we're the first.
Right.
And you know, right now,
Do you guys lean into that? Are you trying to sell to all of?
Right now, so we're in our 12th year from the time Mike started, you know, research development, toying around with it. We're 6 years into where we actually built the distillery and went
live.
Yeah.
But it has to age, right?
Yeah, it has to age.
How many years, or what's the process?
We are, like I said, our oldest whiskey, 6 years, you know, but we just won with our single barrel. We won the New York Spirits Competition last year, which is a huge show.
Yeah.
Huge. And thousands of entries are sent in.
You got potato chips in your pantry that are 7 years. Right?
Yeah.
That's funny. You should mention that.
So thousands of entries are sent in. They bring in sommeliers from all over the world, whiskey sommeliers. They blind taste test this stuff. They narrow it down to 13.
So there's no way to bribe them or anything.
No. Not that we know of.
The look on your face told me all I
So how many entries in this New York contest, right?
Thousands. I don't know, several thousands. Yeah.
So blind
taste test.
Testers.
Mm-hmm. Taste testers.
Taste testers almost have.
Sommeliers. Yep.
Who are experts in whiskey.
Experts in whiskey. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they all come from one town in Ireland?
The world. Japan.
I thought they were Irish.
Scotland, the U.S.
And y'all won.
Here's what they do. They narrow this down to 13 drams of whiskey. Then they blind taste those, and they pick a grand champion. We won the whole thing.
The
Grand
champion.
So we won best in show, best in class.
2020, 2022?
2022. Yep.
Best in show and best in class?
Yep.
So explain about the class. What does that mean?
Well, so obviously we're not an American whiskey. You know, we're not Japanese whiskey. There's not really a class for us. So we're just a world whiskey. Now, we're working with the government of Peru to become, we are in the process of trademarking a brand, a new class of whiskey called Andean whiskey.
Oh,
and we've already pretty much got that done.
I'm wondering, how did you guys come up with Andean? I wouldn't have thought of
Andean mountains.
Because I think
mountains where the corn grows.
The guy who
before he went down there, he didn't know what the Andes were.
The guy who gave I know what it is.
They don't have Andes in West Texas.
and they don't have in Abilene no Andes restaurant.
The guy who came up with the recipe was named Andy.
Yeah,
there you
Correct.
go. Yeah, no.
Andean whiskey. That's the class.
So here's our black whiskey here.
But I thought it was purple.
Yeah, well, hey, how does purple whiskey sound to you? Would you drink that?
Well, purple. No. I mean,
so
if you like Prince,
we kind of renamed it.
Right, exactly.
We kind of renamed it a little bit. You know, if you see it, it looks black, but it's really purple.
So it's got the Andes Mountains.
Yeah. But it's black. It's blacker than most whiskeys.
No, so here's the thing. All liquors clears water.
Right.
So once you distill it, it's clears water.
Right.
The color comes from the barrel.
Right.
From the American oak barrel. So, but back to your previous question. So we won the New York Spirits Competition.
Under the world whiskeys.
Under the world whiskeys.
But also best in show.
Best in show. Right. Yeah, best in show. And that's across.
That is a big deal.
That's like the Westminster.
Did you guys get approached at that point?
So here's the thing. I get a phone call from a local, what would he be? He's like a whiskey broker. He's like, hey, man, did you see your article in Forbes magazine? Wow. I said, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? He said, yeah, here it is. Forbes magazine wrote this huge article on us. Said, "Hey, dark horse in the race." They had a critic there that was with the judges, and he just went on and on about hey, I didn't know they made whiskey in Peru. It's South America. This Don Michael black whiskey won best in class.
Michel,
best in show.
right? It's
Don Michael.
Oh, Don Michael.
Don Michael. So it's named. It's after Michael.
Yeah.
That's Michael.
Is that Mike? That's
so
what's Don Michael?
So my partner's name is Michael.
Right.
His dad's name is Michael. His granddad's name is Michael. Don in Latin America is a
term of respect.
Here, when we hear it here, we think of
sir.
We think of the Don Corleone. Yeah. But in South America and Latin America, it's a distinguished.
You earn it.
Yeah. So
it's a distinguished. title.
Yeah, I've read Carlos Castaneda books. I know about Don Juan.
For an older individual who has earned the respect.
Right. True.
Like Don Quixote.
He self-named. Yeah. But anyways, go on.
But anyway, so since then, that was back in September, Forbes has now written 3 articles on us, which is our sales have just skyrocketed. So we have actually...
They're running out of topics.
We're running out of whiskey, you know?
Yes.
You got to think, we have, you know, like I said, we had a
But
few
you have
million
several
dollars to
different...
start. It's not a lot of money to start a distillery.
No, but you guys
Here's
have
what we
pulled
just
rabbits
did.
out of
So
a hat.
I just got back last week. I was in Peru for 10 weeks for our shareholder meeting. While we were there, Michael had a huge announcement to make. We brought in 3 more shareholders, which they each pitched in $1 million a piece. So we are now expanding the distillery.
Triple the amount of production?
Triple the amount of production. We're buying more fermenters, more stills,
Everything,
more everything,
right.
more barrels, more capacity.
A lot more German equipment.
So what markets do you have it in?
So obviously South America is our big market. Taiwan.
And by South America, I mean which country?
South America, well, so primarily Peru, Ecuador.
What about Brazil, Argentina?
Brazil, some in
Are
Brazil,
they whiskey
Argentina.
drinkers down there?
So, well, you know what?
Or
There's
it's
a
just
lot
starting?
of expats. There's a lot of tourists there. There's a lot
Right.
of expats that live there that buy it. And here's the thing.
It's selling.
It's selling. We've got other products too that we don't have here because it costs $25,000 for us to ship a container here. So if we've got a vodka that we're making $4 or $5 a bottle on, it doesn't make any sense to fill that container up.
Right.
But in South America, we have a we have a vodka, we have a gin, we have a cream
That are all made
like
from
a
this,
Bailey's.
from
We
this
all make
corn?
this.
From
Yes,
this corn.
It's all made from the corn.